Hey guys, my name is Epic King Salt. I'm a TFT coach. I've been diamond every set. Currently have 2 accounts in diamonds and 1 account in masters. I'm making this video in regards of patch 10.14 and the current balance of the game. I have addressed all of the core systematic failures of the game in my previous video, so I won't be addressing that here, but if you do want to check it out, I will leave the link in the description box below. Instead, I'll be talking about the overall balance of the game in terms of strong synergies and itemization. I quickly want to address patch 10.13 before we go into patch 10.14 because I previously talked about the system changes and the game as a whole, but I never addressed the actual meta and what the problem was regarding that. The best way to analyze the 10.13 meta is to compare it to rock, paper, scissors and a blank card. You were hoping to high roll at 5 and 10% for the 4 cost units that determine rock and paper, while 4 to 5 people in the same lobby held hands hoping to hit scissors for the 15% chance to hit. Rock and paper were Riven and Jinx, while scissors was Vayne. Every other 3 and 4 cost unit was either a friend of the comp or a wasted option. If these were your high rolls, it was like playing rock, paper, scissors without a hand. The idea that you needed to high roll 1 of 2 units or agree unspokenly to hold hands to average roll the exact same unit in order to just be able to play the game, not even win, was as toxic and unfun as the game had ever been. There was absolutely no variety in terms of builds in the late game. The only comp that had a slight amount of variation in the mid game was Cybers, and it was only because you had not been able to hit the 6 units with the exact same tag. Sorks came online early with an incredible ease, and half the brawlers were 1 costs. Now to address patch 10.14. Yes, Darkstars are a little overtuned, but I think it's actually good for the state of the game, for that synergy to be strong due to the high variations, considering that there are protectors and vanguards for the frontline pivots, and infiltrators, snipers, and mystics for the backline pivots. This patch also reintroduced mid-game carries in the form of Syndra, Shaco, and Cassiopia, which was the main point of the patch, and I believe it succeeded in doing so. The reason I think skill expression is back in the game is that instead of slamming 6 units with the same tag, now you can mix and match front lines as in vanguards and protectors with Darkstars to get value compared to brawlers, which is a very unflexible synergy due to the amount of units in that class. Since there are only 4 out of 5 brawlers while there are 4 out of 6 vanguards, and protectors have a spatula that allows for even more diversity. There is currently a rock, paper, scissors, but it is more based on counters to comps rather than just high rolls. Protectors are strong, Jarvan is strong, but Cassiopia counters shields by reducing them by 50%. Cassiopia uses vanguards. Syndra can melt through vanguards until the 4 mystics comes online. The Syndra backline is strong. Shaco can one-shot almost any unit in the backline. Shaco is strong, but he does not use Last Whisper, so it takes time for him to get through vanguards if positioned properly, and he's extremely weak to Zephyr, so positioning really matters. When we look at the comps that were strong last patch, Cybers and Jinx are weaker, but not unplayable, as any synergy with 4 out of 5 or 6 out of 7 composition should be. According to LoL tests, on 7/14/2020, Cybers have a 60% top 4 rate, and according to Tactics.Tools, Brawler Blaster has a 50% top 4 rate. I used 2 different websites because I could not find statistics for the opposing comps in each of the sites. This is okay to me because thematically, in my eyes, these should be new player friendly compositions that don't need a lot of information in order to do well. Same as Rebels. Skill should take the form of being expressed regarding composition variations and item variations like Darkstars that provide multiple pivots depending on your items and your units. Protectors, Darkstars, Hyper-Real Zaya, and actual e-girls has been completely unviable for weeks, so I think it's okay that they get their moment to shine. To address the problems with this patch, Jarvan is slightly overtuned as I previously mentioned, but there is a built-in counter. Shaco is back to being strong and positioning helps a lot versus him, but it is an unflexible items unit. I don't think this is an inherently awful thing considering that Cassiopia needs perfect items as well, and so did Riven. Still, the healthiest state the game can be in is when there are multiple carries with multiple itemizations and different ways to mix and match compositions to always have a strong front line and a back line. Overall, I believe this patch has way more benefits than downsides, and if I miss anything or you wish to discuss, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for checking this video out, and you can catch me on stream either playing TFT or studying for my medical boards. Peace.